If
allowed to
you're,
check
yeah,
the gender of their child
yeah.
anymore, sex of their child. Yeah.
So in India, if you're a girl, if you're not murdered before you're born, you're murdered within your first 3 years. If you're not murdered within your first 3 years, you're raped bi- basically by six or seven,
Mm-hmm.
and then married off because you're a cost to the family. And ironically, maybe not, countries that have these extraordinarily patriarchal, it's not even patriarch, these extraordinarily horrific and disgusting practices, they're now reaping the result of not having women because they don't have enough women to
Mm-hmm.
be in relationships. And yeah, it's very, very broken indeed. um okay, so what I want to do now, I will just tell you about my experience after my motorcycle accident. So the accident I had was on my bike, straight road, clear day, lights on, and a car pulled out of a side road looking the other way. And by the time he looked round, I was 12 meters away from him. I jam on the brakes because they do these accident reconstructions. I jam on the brakes. My front brakes turned blue from the amount of pressure I was applying. And I went bang in through. My arm punched through his driver's window, snapped into, punched a hole in his back window. And then at the same time, my body was flying over the car, landed about 30 or 40 feet away. So I had a major spinal injury. It's called a brachial plexus, and all the nerves that operate my arm and upper body are severed. Were severed at the brain that's sort of pulled out of the spinal column. So if you've ever had toothache, which most people have, imagine toothache over the whole of your upper right body, and the pain hasn't changed from then to now. So I'm sitting here talking to you. I dare say if you're experiencing the pain I'm in, you'd be on the floor screaming. Um, and for the first 6 years after having that accident, I was in a mid-management job at Yellow Pages at the time, and I was driving every day from North London to Reading, smoking joints, on cocaine, on ecstasy tablets, on anything I could do, plus the medication I was taking to stop the pain, which was immensely high doses of morphine. So the opioid crisis in America, so this is back in 1996. I had a friend from LinkedIn who died of stage 4 bowel cancer, and at the end of his life, they were giving him 10 milligram tablets of morphine. Back in 1996, I was on two different tablets called Oromorph. The pink tablets were 750 milligrams. The blue tablets were 1250 milligrams. I was munching a strip of pink ones during the day, and then I basically could knock myself out for 4 hours at a go at night by using sort of four of the blue tablets. So such a massive amount of drugs, both prescribed and otherwise, and as I say, driving. And I was driving without a seatbelt because I had this steering ball on my car, which I thought, well, it's going to go through my head anyway. I'm a fucking dead man. What's the point? And because in a management job you're held on your personal interactions and personal conduct during the week. I put on this happy-go-lucky situation out of my face, but I put on a friendly.